I did my first squirting ever in my life on video, like on one of my shoots. It was in a shoot for Evil Angel with Nikita Bellucci, Marcus Dupree, Ian Scott, and another guy, Mike Angelo. And you know, first squirt ever in my life, and my face is like, holy shit, what's happening?
Do I squirt? I have.
I am a squirter, yeah.
I've only squirt twice.
Slowly people are starting to put me in squirt scenes.
There are numerous wild squirting scenes I've done.
I've had about two squirting scenes.
I can if you want me to just pee.
So squirting is female ejaculation.
Well, I only just started knowing how to really squirt.
There's a couple different ways it can happen. For me personally, I have to have clit stimulation and penetration at the same time. And then the penetration has to come out at the exact moment that I'm about to squirt.
Some people can do it like on command and stuff, but me, it takes like a long buildup. You have to make me orgasm several times before, unless you're like super talented. In my experience, yeah, I have to orgasm several times. It's gonna be a really long fuck session, and then it's like, gosh, gosh, gosh. It's not across the room, it's just a lot of squirt.
It's a combination of squirting well hydrated.
I made sure to drink lots of water.
And it's really fucking cool.
I'm just trying to figure out which one produced the most number of squirts as well as the most byproduct of squirt.
There have been a couple really weird, fun squirt scenes that I've done.
One time I was with Jillian Jansen, and so she was actually trying to get me to squirt, and so she kept telling me, you know, different things like to relax my body more and then, you know, just release everything pretty much. But yeah, so Jillian was the first one. I squirted a lot. We were on a bed, so it just sort of soaked the bed and got wet.
Mine comes out like, and then sometimes it could just be a lot, but I don't think it's like a huge puddle.
Yeah, I do. It depends on the person. Like some of the talent, they don't put in the effort to make it squirt or they don't like it. So I'm like, I'm not gonna, you know, torture you and waterboard you if you don't want it.
There was one time that it was a bondage scene with another girl, and I was like standing over her, tied up with my arms out, and she was on the floor below me, and I was squirting on her face, like waterboarding her in my squirt.
I wasn't expecting to squirt. It was basically like we just went for a normal boy-girl vaginal scene, and at one point I was just thrown up against the window. He does the finger trick, and I'm like, what is happening? What's happening? I'm just like seeing like all the different deities and gods, and just like my eyes are rolling back, and I forget that I'm even filming because I've never had the finger trick done in real life. I've seen it on porn, I've seen the, you know, teaching clips about it, but to have it finally done, it's just like, it's an exorcism through your vagina.
My showcase movie would be, because we filmed these scenes in succession, like in the same order. So this was one day of squirting. And there are 3 scenes that have squirt in it in that movie, and each one of them is like 20 minutes long, and it's like all squirting. So that's like 60 minutes of squirting. It's a lot of squirt.
I actually planned this out for a good while, and I pretty much said I was going to squirt a shit ton, and a bunch of people ended up at the chat room to watch me, and I think it was about like an hour just like hanging out and, you know, talking and all that, and then I got into it, and then so I squirted so much. Afterwards we used a mop and we like measured how much, and it was like half a gallon maybe.
Also another time where I was in a cage and I was having all kinds of things done to me. We were trying to collect my squirt in a jar to like measure how much I could squirt. And the funny thing is, like, the way that I squirt, it's kind of a projectile thing. I have some range, so it's really hard to catch it in a jar because I can't really aim it very well. All day it was just like squirting over and around and through everything, but not actually making it into the jar, and it was really, really comical.
And I didn't know what was happening, and then they had to, I squirted on the camera, and they couldn't really catch it, so that he had to make me do it again. So they're like, all right, wipe off the camera, and then make it happen again. I'm just like, wait, what? I was like, I'm not even recovered from the first time. And it's just like,